Morning Live.
Oh, it's good to be back together, isn't it?
With the hottest guests and the liveliest conversation.
Yes!
Now they're back, celebrating their 10th season live.
Ever since I was a little kid, I dreamed that one day I would be on 21 Alive.
Regis, that day has come. We are moving to 21 Alive this fall.
Yippee!
Beginning August 25th, Regis and Kathy Lee are moving to 21 Alive.
At Blackburn and Green, we make house calls and hospital visits to injured people. We care and are committed to personal service.
Call Blackburn and Green.
21 Alive and Kelch Pharmacies are pleased to present these community calendar events. Kids can learn about Fort Wayne history at Children's Day, Saturday at the Historical Museum. They'll play with old-style toys and listen to storytellers. Call 426-2882. Summit Ridge Community Church announces their 4th annual carnival Saturday from 3 till 7. It's at Summit Middle School, and kids will enjoy train rides, games, and win prizes. Call 423-9411. And help adults improve their reading skills by attending a tutor training workshop. Call 426-READ.
21 Alive News, always a part of your life.
Today on Maury. What could drive a woman to kill her own children? It's time for the answer. We're going to death row for an exclusive interview with one young mother found guilty of the unthinkable. But did Darlie Routier really murder her young boys?
When I turned him around, there were stab wounds all through the back of his shirt.
Now Darlie's family comes face to face with one of the jurors who sentenced her to die. I recently took a trip I will never forget. I went to Texas, to Gatesville Prison, to interview a young prisoner on death row. Now, prison is a scary place, and you expect to meet tough, hardened criminals there. But somehow, it's even more difficult when the convicted killer on death row is a young housewife who says she did not murder her young sons. A beautiful woman with a beautiful family, living what some may say was a perfect life, until it's shattered into pieces. On June 6, 1996, Darlie Routier says she woke up to find her 2 little boys brutally stabbed, lying in pools of blood and gasping for their last breaths. Darlie herself was stabbed in the neck. Throughout the attack, Darlie's husband Darren and baby son Drake were upstairs asleep. Darren says, until they heard Darlie's screams. As police searched for answers, little Devin and Damon were buried together, hand in hand. Everyone was asking, who could do such a thing? Before long, police were pointing to none other than Darlie Routier herself. They said her story of the attack didn't match evidence at the scene. In the 911 call, she said she touched the knife. Many criticized her for showing no remorse. They couldn't understand this graveside birthday party held just 8 days after the brutal slayings. Devin would have been 7 years old.
Love you, Devin and Damon.
4 days later, Darlie was arrested and charged with murdering her own children. Her family stood by her throughout the trial, but Darlie's life was falling apart. She couldn't even see her one living child, 8-month-old Drake. Darlie insisted that she was innocent, but the jury didn't believe her. Not only was she found guilty, she was sentenced to death. I traveled to Gatesville, Texas, to interview Darlie Routier on death row. Through a thick glass barrier that separates her from the...
Where is he? Better go check.
Folgers Coffee.